We're trying.
What's up, guys? We're gonna do a little recap of last weekend's little mini adventure. For the people that are kind of looking into this bike for 2UP riding a lot of the time, or even the majority of the time, I don't think there's another DUALSPORT style motorcycle that would be better for 2UP riding. So we just kind of wanted to do this little kind of recap over our experience, because that's the longest little trip that we've gone on 2UP since I've gotten the motorcycle. So for me, pretty much the whole time, but definitely like just riding out there, I don't feel anything with the 2UP riding at all different than riding by myself. Feels exactly the same to me. So of course when you get off-road, and obviously I haven't done much off-road riding 2UP anyway, so it is a little different riding off-road with two people. I'm sure once I get used to that, it wouldn't be a huge deal. You just gotta obviously take it easy and know that you have an extra passenger or an extra weight on the bike. But as for on the road, I don't feel anything different whatsoever. Cruise is super nice. Don't feel any lag much in power, you know. Bike handles it perfectly. It maneuvers perfect. Like I say, I can't tell anything. So, what was your experience?
Well, it was an adventure.
Was?
Because I felt scared at some times. Not scared, but nervous.
That makes an adventure?
Yeah, you know. It's like an adventurous...
Feeling?
Oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Are we going to crash?
Yeah. When did you feel like we were going to crash?
I was just nervous on the off-road portion of it. And I felt like... But I trusted you. And, you know, I don't know. I like to be able to see when I'm on the back, and so the times that you stood up, you know, I like to see, but I couldn't at that moment. But I just tried to...
I saw you peeking around me a little bit.
Yeah. But I just tried to kind of stay centered, especially when we were on, like, the sand. That's when I was probably most uncomfortable.
So you said you felt the bike moving around a little?
I did.
I mean, I only felt it moving around, like, very rare. Like you probably see in the video, anytime that it was like that, it's the only time I felt it moving around. The vast majority, even riding in the, you know, the slick dirt, sand, muddy area, I never really felt it moving much.
Maybe it was in my head.
I mean, you probably felt something, and yeah, you were already tense and scared.
Yeah.
And you don't have much of anything to focus on like I do. I'm focusing on riding in my path.
Yeah.
You know, where I'm gonna go, what line I'm taking, stuff like that. I'm focused on something and just letting everything go with the flow, and you're just kind of like back there like
just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, I would probably feel the same if I wasn't in control. I wouldn't want to be the passenger on a motorcycle. Definitely not doing like an off-road style, but even on-road, I just wouldn't want to be the passenger because I like to be in control, obviously.
Well, you did a good job because we stayed upright. So,
Yeah.
thanks for that.
What about like on the road, getting out there? How was it? I mean, one thing actually not positive or negative about the experience is it is not comfortable. After about 45 minutes, now I feel like it was worse when she was on the bike, probably because I can't move around much. I'm kind of stuck in one position. So you start feeling that little bit of burn in about 40 to 45 minutes, and within an hour you're ready to get up off the motorcycle. You can see times, or I might have them on the video, where I stand up because I'm just trying to like get off of the seat and stand up a little bit. But definitely not comfortable, and I'll probably look into getting an aftermarket seat, because even by myself it's going to be more comfortable. Definitely riding 2UP, hopefully that would take it to the next level, at least be able to push 2 hours before you start feeling that way. Because stopping every 45 minutes to 1 hour kind of sucks when you're on a motorcycle trip. What'd you feel about that though? I know that you were kind of.
Well, I was telling you that the back rest is pretty low back there for me. And so I felt like, the next day it felt like I had an ab workout.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just because when I'm sitting behind you, I don't have much to like lean back on, like on the Cruiser, super comfortable. But on this, it's just like lower back support, but I also don't want to bump helmets with you either. So anytime you took off, I felt like I was just, like some points, I was almost shaking a little bit just because, when you're like doing an ab workout, I don't know, that's what it felt like to me. Because I'm trying to just stay, there's not that support on my back, but also I can't really lean forward either because we bumped helmets twice maybe.
Yeah, barely.
Barely.
Not like a boom, but just like a tink. Like I think she bumped me.
Yeah.
Wasn't a big deal, so this was better this time with the helmet situation?
Oh, for sure.
Why? What was the difference?
I don't know. Maybe because I feel like the first time I got on the bike, we bumped helmets.
Okay, maybe I was riding better or something?
Perhaps.
So I know I asked you this last time. Did you notice any vibrations or anything on the way out there?
No.
Not in your feet, your back, your butt?
No. If I did, it's nothing I remember.
Nothing to talk about?
No.
I'm sure there was some kind of vibration like there's going to be on any motorcycle riding down the road. There's going to be something. How weird would that feel? How weird would that feel if there was like absolutely nothing going on with your body as you were moving? You'd probably almost freak out a little bit, like, oh my god, this is weird. I feel absolutely nothing. So it feels like you're riding on a motorcycle, but there was no intense vibration feeling.
No, not at all.
Yeah. I don't either. I think that when people talk about vibrations on the bike, it's when they're up in the higher RPMs. When I'm kind of giving it more gas before I'm about to shift, sometimes it does get a little bit more vibrating than just if you're in the lower RPMs and just cruising. You didn't notice that?
I just don't notice.
What about when you thought we were about to take down that little covert or whatever it is?
When you lied to me?
Yeah, that concrete area down into the ditch across the freaking creek running in there and out the other side. You thought we were going to do that.
Well, because you told me we were going to do it.
Which was funny, yeah, but then I turned it, but I guess you didn't hear me.
I didn't hear you.
I said, we're not doing that.
I heard on the video, actually, when I was watching it back, but no, in the moment, I did not hear you. So when you turned around and you're like, here we go, and all I'm thinking,
said, hold on,
or whatever you said, as you were approaching it, I'm looking at, and again, like, I trust you, so if you think we're going to make it, then I'm just there for the ride, right? What am I going to do? But
not get on.
I was like looking at the little hole, and I'm thinking, this is going to catch my knees, and it's like, I don't know.
Oh, no.
There was like the barrier, and then it was just a very narrow.
Talk about the metal guardrail?
Yeah.
Or that tree hanging out.
Well, the path that you were going to have to take us through was so narrow. We wouldn't have made it. You maybe by yourself. I would have made it
through the gap. I would have made it through that, but after I was thinking about it, that mud down and where that creek's constantly running, I'm sure that's probably thick and deep, and I'd probably have to hit it with some speed to cruise through there. If we just went down in there, we'd probably just sink instantly into 2 foot of mud.
I was relieved when you didn't.
Oh yeah, I couldn't believe if you thought we were about to do that, you just got back on the motorcycle. So, let me shut this thing off real quick. So, anything else you can think of that is significant about the 2UP little trip we took?
No, I don't think so.
Well, I don't know where I'm going to roll this in the beginning of the video and the end of the video. I don't know yet. Like I said, I'll probably look into getting an aftermarket seat. When I was looking at them, they were about $400 though, so I'm not in a rush to get one, but I think I'm going to try one. And I think it might be the Sergeant seat, whichever one it is. I'm sure they got different styles. But that's the one I looked at them for maybe 30 minutes, and I kind of leaned towards that one. So I might get that here in the future and see the difference on that. So that's where we're at. Just a little recap of the trip we went on, and I'm sure we'll have quite a bit more. Alright guys, Enjoy the rest of the video.
I just pulled over and changed my other camera view back to my normal one. The old dirt bike trail. Dude, can you imagine us on that thing? I can't remember if we're supposed to go left or right here. We'll head out this way. The dirt bike trail again. When that road's uneven, plus it gets a little sandy, is when you really start feeling it acting silly, and your instinct is to panic. My instinct is to stand up a bit, but that initial squirreliness, get on this side of the road. It's hard to read this road sometimes. Side. I know there's a turn and a slight hill. Hopefully no one's racing down this road. Pretty sure we just go straight. Yeah. All right. Like the road might be a little better from here on out. Probably rained here earlier today. You can see water down in the ditches on the side. We got a crew. they come through hauling it. The road's actually pretty nice if it hadn't just rained. I mean, it's still not bad. It's still pretty nice. They must have come out of that trail. I could see a little through the trees on the road. I didn't see any traffic coming. Not that I was on that side. I was pretty far over, close to the middle. She started panicking, started squeezing onto me. I saw it was perfectly clear. I'm gonna give it a little gas and see, scare her a little bit. Gilly, I hope I'm going the right way. I wrote down directions back in through here. Oh, well, I forget I have a GPS right in front of me. We're up at the main road right here. All right, we survived it. We're alive! Nah, I'm about to figure it out. Alright guys, I found the road. So that's where my GPS is directing us. Ain't doing anything. Or is it? Glad that wasn't for us. Kinda sounds crappy to say, but
falling up, I'm falling down from the sky and from the ground. I burn bright just like below, and I don't know where I should go. I'm stuck in limbo. I'm out of love, but I guess I deserved it. Trying to hide, to pass you by.